You better get your life. Get your life. Yes, y'all. Come on now, sign up for ifyoucanmove.com. All right, go in and buy some things from Team LASHAE. Get your workout journey going. Y'all know how y'all do. It's about to be January. Y'all gonna have, wants and resolutions and all of that, and then y'all not gonna stick to them. So once y'all start it off right, okay, get y'all some TLC products to clean out all that food and alcohol that y'all drinking. Get you some NutriBurst to replenish you so you don't be out here getting sick and getting a cold. Okay, keep yourself healthy. Try that sea moss that get that phlegm up out you. Okay, y'all go and check out TLC products because they really will help you stay, on track with your journey and aid you in your process. Sign up for Team LASHAE and sign up for the online gym. Go check out and see what my girl got. Y'all know I'm also an affiliate for her boutique, Pasia and Amari, which has really cute workout clothing and jackets and masks and just all kind of cute stuff. So y'all go and check out that link. Sign up on my Patreon so you can be on my Discord. Y'all support in all of these different ways. Check down below in the description box. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue and I am back for another Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Now, I was a little yawn fest with this episode. So, I don't know how that review went, what I'm saying? But you know what we can say about Salt Lake City? It's where the money resides. Where the money resides. Listen. It's the truth of the matter. If we didn't learn anything from Salt Lake City, this is where the money resides. Where the money resides. Yes. Okay. So it's Sundance week, right? And this is usually a busy week for everyone. Meredith is having a fashion show. I think it's for her jewelry line. And then her son Brooks is showcasing his tracksuit line. And Jen, of course, is having a party because that's what Jen does. She throws parties. She has a cousin who is releasing a film at Sundance. So the party is about him. Okay, we'll get to that. Jen wants to make sure that her assistant Stu, and I have not said anything about it, but yes, I do think it's weird that Jen's assistant is a 40 or 50 something year old white man. Yeah, that does seem a tad bit weird to me. Usually at this point in time, a white man that looked like Stu would have figured something else out to do with his life besides being the assistant to the very high strung Jen. But you know what? It's cool. He seems to like his job, especially because he gets a front row seat to all the fabulosity that Salt Lake City has to offer. And they have to offer a lot. Because like I said, where the money resides. Okay? I'm sorry, y'all. I saw it on the internet so many times that it's now stuck in my head. Where the money resides. Where the money resides. So last time they had Fashion Week or Sundance or what have you in Salt Lake City, Mr. Stu got drunk and was at Jen's party calling himself Stu Chains. I'm like, oh yes, like 2 Chains? So sounds about white. All right, so Lisa is super busy during this time of the year, okay? And she's just so proud of herself because she feels like she's the it girl, all right? She's the queen of Sundance, and she's just really good at what she does, okay? Putting on all of these several events throughout the weekend, throughout the night. It's back to back to back to back. So she's MIA as it pertains to being a parent. And I'm like, isn't that cute? You can just not be a parent for a weekend. Ain't that cute? I'm just saying, I know a lot of women that have to do their jobs and be a parent at both times, okay? Which means if their child video calls them, they answer. But she didn't answer when her children tried to call her. Honestly, Lisa annoys me a little bit, you guys. She's so pretentious and, every time she talks about, I'm just so great at what I do. I am, one of 6 kids and I know I just have to be best at whatever I do. And that's why I love the church so much because it always tells you to just be the best that you possibly can be. And it's really obnoxious. Am I the only one that finds her a tad bit obnoxious? Just a little bit. Because the black woman in me is like, yeah, sure, it's all your hard work. Sure. When really it looked like it's some of your husband's hard work as well. Because he was doing all of the manual labor, lifting and picking up chairs and all of that while you just told people where to put stuff. But all right, I don't know your life. It looks like it's hectic. Her husband does sometimes seem like a robot. Like, I don't know, what the situation is with their marriage, but he sometimes seems as if he's there under duress. Blink if you need help. Okay, that's just what we're gonna say. Blink if you need some help, because you look like you're in a situation that you might not be able to get out of. So Whitney and Jen, y'all, they get into Whitney's jacuzzi so that they can discuss Justin's birthday party. Every year around this time, Whitney throws a huge party for Justin just to show him how much she appreciates him for blowing up his previous life to be with her. Child, like he didn't get anything out of the younger, freakier, prettier version of whatever woman he was with before he decided to leave her for you. Child, even though, Jen's little bathing suit was cute and all of that, she just does a lot for me sometimes. And I just kind of be like, oh, honey, it just seems as if there's something missing inside. And that's why you always have to do the absolute most. But she does have to talk about Mary and how Mary is on AARP, and I'm just like, girl, you could shade her on a lot of things, but shading her on age when it seems like the both of y'all are in the same age range is just kind of yawn, like the episode. But Jen is still not over Mary calling her a hoodlum and calling her ghetto. And I'm like, girl, why don't you stop acting like you upset about that? You probably happy somebody called you ghetto or a hoodlum. That would make you feel more like the people that, they think you are, because they think she black. You know what I'm saying? And I just kind of feel like people have ignorant perceptions of black people when they're not around them a lot. And something makes me feel as if Jen is low-key tickled by the fact that anyone would put her in the same box with, African-American people, which she is not. Okay, she is Hawaiian, she is Polynesian, bitch. She is a sauce, but she is not black. Just so we're all clear. And not to say that ghetto and hoodlum are the same as black, but you know how when Mary threw those words out, what she meant when she said them. It may not be synonymous to the rest of us, but I think for bleaching ass Mary, it may be synonymous, okay? Like, child, I'm so confused about what the hell wrong with Mary. I don't think Mary know what the hell wrong with Mary. We gonna get to her because, child, her uncle and the church congregation put her on full blast for being a money-hungry trick that don't really care about the Lord and his works, but really cares about looking white and looking rich. So Mary introduces us to her maid or her assistant. Y'all, it really annoyed me that she says that this woman is her grandma's brother's daughter, which means it's her cousin. Okay, you couldn't just say this is my cousin. Either way, this lady came over to her house to drop off a gift for her son when she had her son, fell in love with him, and she has not left since. She knows nothing about what this lady does on her own time, don't know nothing about her life outside of what she does for Mary, but their family. I said, so you so self-centered that you couldn't care enough to know about what's going on in the life of not only, your close personal assistant, somebody that's in your house every day, but also your family member? Yeah, Mary, you're just going to make sure that we don't like you, huh? Like you're just going to really drive it home that we should not like your disgusting ass. So then Heather calls her to see if she's coming to Justin's birthday party. Heather is a little nervous about Jen and Mary being in the same room together, but they'll keep it cute. They'll keep it cute. So Whitney has a party bus pick up her and a whole bunch of people from her house, and they head out to Catherine. I don't know Catherine, but they say Catherine is the real queen of Sundance. She has a huge, beautiful home that she's hosting Whitney's husband Justin's birthday party in. I mean, that party bus looked like it was a good time. They had a good 20, 30 people on that party bus. And child, Jen was, shaking her cooch all in Whitney's face. Whitney was shaking her cooch all in Justin's face. Child, we was having a good time on the party bus on our way to Catherine's house. Now, Catherine owns Park City Live, which, from what I understand, is a lovely venue that a lot of people love to come and perform at. Okay, Heather said, don't tell Lisa, but she the real queen. Okay, it ain't Lisa, it's Catherine. And see, Catherine comes off as the type of woman that she don't need to say it. She just is it. Okay, y'all are coming to my beautiful home. This party looks amazing. Thank you. Have a good time. I'm Catherine. We didn't get much into her, but her vibe seemed less thirsty than Lisa. Just saying. Seems like she wouldn't actually call herself that, but would allow other people to call her that, unlike Lisa, who nobody said that but her. But child, Catherine's house sure did look like where the money reside. I'ma stop. Not a black person with the exception of Mary, child. Jen and Mary have a little conversation, okay? And Jen was just trying to explain that at Mary's luncheon, she was just doing what Mary asked of her, which was explaining her side of things, you know, letting them know a little bit more about her. But Mary was too bothered by the fact that she didn't get an apology from Jen, you know, to really listen to what the lady was saying. Mary says, listen, I was upset by you saying that I was a grandfather fucker. And the truth of the matter is, I wish Mary would get over it, because that's exactly what she is. Get over it, okay? Like, why are we still talking about this? Either way, Jen denies ever saying it. And I was like, child, that's definitely not going to make the tensions between y'all lessen if you going to lie and say you don't remember saying it when it was on camera. Like, how many drinks had you had before you came to the party? Because you hadn't been sitting down for more than 15 minutes, enough to be drunk enough not to remember some shit you said, loudly, I might add. Mary says she's done with Jen. Since you can't admit what you said, I'm done. Like, sure, you guys will have another altercation, I'm sure of it. So Meredith and Brooks, you guys, they're showcasing their individual lines. Meredith with her jewelry, Brooks with his tracksuits. Okay, y'all. Brooks is so obnoxious to me. I wish he was more likable. I really do. But something about him comes off just so entitled and so assholery, like, for lack of a better term, just a lot of assholery going on here. And child, you could take that any way you want to. But either way, his little track suits are popping, okay? And he's so excited to have them showcase during Fashion Week. It's his very first fashion show, and his dad, Seth, won't be there because Meredith cared more about having her space from him than having him show up for the kids' first fashion show. So Whitney and Heather meet up, and they were talking about the party first, but the conversation is really about how Heather feels like Whitney has exactly what she wanted. You know, real love, a relationship where you really love somebody, you really enjoy them, you really want to be with them, the whole nine, right? She feels as if she chose religion, and in doing so, she was not happy with the decisions that she made, especially when her husband decided to divorce her ass, okay? So I think she's still living in, you know, Bitterville, and I really want her to go to therapy and deal with her issues, because she's talking about, I just want sex. Even though you're screaming about how you want love, when you come into contact with men, you just want sex from them, you know. And the way she talks about herself is so self-deprecating, like it's annoying. And Whitney was just like, you need to stop making excuses. If that's what you want, find that. But you have way too much money to sit up here and complain about how your dating pool in Salt Lake City, where the money resides, is just too small because they don't want a woman like you. Girl, you need to find you a man that has nothing to do with the Mormon religion. I feel like that should be really easy, considering, I don't know, all of the money you have. Bitch, travel. Like, go somewhere, meet somebody online. There are so many ways that Heather can find a man who will really be into her, but she just wants to keep making excuses because, first of all, I feel like she probably doesn't want to give up that alimony that she gets from that husband, okay? Not that she needs it, but y'all, who's giving up good big checks? I don't think so, okay? But it's just something about it just seems like it's foolishness to me. You're complaining about not finding a man, and then within the next 10 minutes on the show, you find a man. Even if it was just for the D, you found one. So Jen has her party to showcase her cousin and his film, and it's cute. You know what I'm saying? It was nice to meet him and the cute little group that he did the film about. Heather thinks it's a great place to look for sex. And it was, okay? The whole party was basically Whitney and her homegirls and Jen hooking her up with one of the few black people in the room. Oh yes, there were black people at this party. There weren't any at Whitney's husband's party, but at Jen's party, child, we definitely had a little bit of color dropped inside this bowl of milk. So we watched the little film, it's cute, and then they hook her up with the guy. And I was just like, oh gosh, does he really like her? Is he doing this for the show? Either way, it seems as if she went and got wore it out. They wasn't talking for 5 minutes before they left the party together. She meant she wanted that dick. Let me give it to y'all right quick. She want that dick, 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 she want that dick. She want that dick, 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 they want that dick, they want that dick. Yeah, definitely and for sure. Hope it was worth it, honey. Hope you wrapped it up. So basically, Whitney tells Jen the party was a great success because Heather left with some peen. We were all very happy for her. It seems as if, she probably hadn't had some in a minute and, needed her D appointment, girl. Go ahead and get that D appointment. We all understand. Then we see Meredith and Brooke's fashion show. It was hectic. He was feeling some type of way that his dad wasn't there. I was just kind of like, you're 20-something years old, Brooks. Why do you come off as a teenager? What's that about? And Meredith, why, he couldn't show up for Fashion Week? I'm trying to understand. I don't know, but I just kind of feel like Meredith got another man somewhere. That's how I really feel about it, okay? But it wasn't much of nothing that happened this episode, not really. But we can definitely take this over to the blogs so we can talk about Mary in her church in the audio that was released on her. And I'm going to play this audio so that we all can have a listen and then we'll discuss. First of all, the difference between what Mary looked like before and what she looks like now, oh my God, the bleaching is a powdery donut mess. Girl, you look like Casper, the friendly casket bitch. You look like you about to die. You look like you on your way out. I mean, all of the melanin has been sucked from her skin and she looked better before. She looks a hot ass mess in comparison to what she looked like before. She looked like a cute, pretty black lady. Now you look like a corpse. Looking dead. Let's hear what she said. Because this is from the Neighborhood Talk. Members of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Mary Cosby's church accused her of disappearing to get plastic surgery and release audio of her calling them poor for barely tithing. And I just kind of feel like, well, maybe if you use some of that money for the church instead of using it for your face, and for those bleaching products that you're using, maybe they would feel the need to tithe more. But if I feel like you're using my money to make yourself look rich, then I'm not going to tithe as much. If I have any sense. Child, I wouldn't be going to Mary's church if I had any sense. But y'all know how some people do. They just feel loyalty to their church. So that's where they go. Even if they don't like the new person that's in charge. They probably liked your grandmammy more than they like you. But child, that grandmammy, she seemed to me not have too much sense. The way she didn't raise you and your mom to want to sleep with her husband and all of that. Something is wrong with y'all family. So I can't trust that grandmammy was doing what she was supposed to be doing by them people in the church either. Okay, but let's listen to this audio.
Coming in here draining me. I ain't preaching on y'all sin. But doing everything else, y'all ain't helping. Halfway pay your tithes. I got 14 birthday cards. Y'all stingy self. You old poor people. I don't want no poor people around me. You're poor self. And if you ain't poor, you stingy, so you still poor. God said you was poor. Said you're rich. What's that scripture, Norman?
Don't bring scripture into it.
Lord, you gave it to me over and over.
Child.
I ain't preaching on y'all sin.
I ain't preaching on y'all sin and then gonna call everybody stingy and point out how they only gave her 14 birthday cards. Maybe it's because they don't like you, bitch. Because we don't like you. We don't like you on the show. I don't like what you stand for as a woman, in all honesty. Any black woman that has the nerve to showcase herself on television looking as if she has bleached all of the melanin out of her skin. Child, I don't have no time for you. Okay? Yeah, you might be a little quirky and a little funny every now and again, and that plays good on Real Housewives. But sis, in the pulpit, I don't know why anybody would allow you to administer any type of word to them. I do not want you in your demon hands. You might get bleach on me, bitch. I don't want none of that on me. Okay? I don't want none of your negative energy on me talking about we po because we giving you all our money and you spending it on $1,000 shoes. Why your man ain't paying for your shit? Why are you using the church's money to fund your ridiculous style habits? Just because it has a name brand on it don't mean it look good, girl. Okay? And it's obvious that having money does not mean you have style, because Mary has one but not the other. Okay? Child, the nose job, the skin bleaching, you look a hot ass mess. And you should honestly be ashamed of yourself for talking to those people in that church that way. I would have walked out of that church and never walked back in. But see, I got sense. Okay? And I know a lot of church folk, y'all let all y'all sense go out the window when y'all step into a church. Because there's no way a woman that sound like that would be able to administer any of the Lord's words to me. Okay? But you know, that's who y'all want to follow. She's a hot ass mess as far as I'm concerned. Child, just dig the hole even deeper for us not to like Mary. But anyway, that's all I got for Salt Lake City, y'all. It wasn't really much to the episode. If it wasn't for this little extra tea on the end, child, I don't know what I would have been able to come to y'all with. I'm tired. But I hope y'all enjoyed nonetheless. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Subscribe to my secondary channel, Relax with Blue, where I go live and do vlogs. Okay, I did one today. I did 2 today. So y'all should go and check those out if you haven't already. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Mwah.